What's up, fam? Welcome to the Marlinated Mind State. I am your host, Marlon C. And today I want to get into this whole Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Man kidnapping saga. Man, now I'm going to tell you like this. I'm not going to sit here in front. I've heard of Pooh Shiesty, but I don't think I've heard any of his music. I don't know none of his songs, none of his jingles, whatever the case may be. All I know is about a Pooh Shiesty mask, and this guy went to prison for some gun charges or shootout or something. Got out early, I believe, on parole, and he has a cult following with the younger generation. I get it. He's a younger guy. I get it. Not even going front that I know this guy. But anyway, I do remember a while ago, a few months ago, not long, that they was talking about Gucci Man that got kidnapped. And the first thing I'm thinking is, it's bullcorn. It's just fake news because Gucci Man is supposed to be the boogeyman of hip hop. Nobody touches him. You know, he went to jail, come back, slimmed down. He just a beast in the street. You know, so nobody plays with this man in his face or behind his back. So ain't nobody finna kidnap Gucci Man. But then I saw this story today. So let's get into it. Let me give my take, and as usual, and as always, I want to hear what you got to say in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
The arrests come nearly 3 months after an alleged assault here in Dallas, a tiff between two well-known rappers, one from Atlanta, one from Memphis, that prosecutors say developed into kidnapping and robbery. January 10th at a recording studio on Dallas Parkway, two musicians agreed to meet, Radrick Davis, otherwise known as Gucci Mane, and an artist on his 1017 Records label, Lontrell Williams Jr., otherwise known as Pooh Shiesty. Prosecutors say Williams wanted out of his recording contract, brought several associates with him to that meeting, and that at gunpoint forced Gucci Mane to release him from that contract. Prosecutors say one victim was choked until nearly unconscious, and that they robbed the victims of jewelry and Rolex watches and later paraded their prizes on social media. 8 of the 9 suspects were arrested this week.
If you choose to do this, we will, together with our law enforcement partners here and the other ones in the Northern District of Texas, will bring you swiftly to justice.
And I'm going to play probably a good 5 minutes of that press conference here shortly, but let's finish this out.
The suspects face federal charges of kidnapping and conspiracy. Lontrell Williams Jr., a.k.a. Pooh Shiesty, was just released from federal prison last October after serving 3 years in prison for shootings in Florida. In Dallas, I'm Kevin Reese.
So here's what I want to see. One, you see they got the Pooh Shiesty mask on, so they stay staying grounded in this thing. And here goes to something else that just shows you the intelligence of these people. Check it out.
Associates with him to that meeting, and that at gunpoint forced Gucci Mane to release him from that contract. Prosecutors say one.
This is where you messed up right here. You see what the problem is? This guy is of lighter hue, and you damn near choked this man to death. This is where you messed up. I ain't going to say that they wouldn't have got him if he, done this to a guy of darker hue. I'm not going to say that. But all I'm saying is this did not help your case because this man probably had nothing to do with nothing. Probably just a studio engineer and Gucci Mane recording music, and this fella gets caught in the middle of rap disputes. And then let's watch this.
One victim was choked until nearly unconscious, and that they robbed.
Is that Gucci Man daddy? Because remember they said they arrested his dad too. So now Gucci Man, Pooh Shiesty. So Pooh Shiesty, hold on. FMO. Good Lord. I never wear this. Them sweaters again.
The victims of jewelry and Rolex watches.
And then you go on. So your daddy, and y'all goons, for some reason, decided to come to Dallas. Why y'all had to come to Dallas for this? Y'all could Memphis and Atlanta. Dallas is nowhere in between. Matter of fact, you got to cross Memphis to get to Atlanta. Got to cross Memphis to get. They got to cross Memphis to get to Dallas. Why y'all couldn't meet somewhere in Mississippi or something like that? Y'all just had, y'all, you felt Dallas was the place to do this. Why I don't know. Man, the feds don't play that mess down here. Are you crazy? Don't you know that we got ice running deep here? And anyway, man. But you and your goons and your daddy, y'all come to Dallas trying to do some Suge Knight Big Red stuff to get out of a contract and rob the man of his jewelry. And you the federal, the guy who did Fed time, brandishes an AK-47 style rifle for a handgun. And then y'all steal the stuff, and then the goons you kicking it with, y'all post it online. And this is the future of our youth. Let me tell y'all something, man. Donald Trump is president. And I know a lot of us don't like that. When I say us, I don't mean me. A lot of us, I meant American, those in the darker hue. Not really happy that he's president, said should have voted Kamala in. Why, I don't know, because that would have been a disaster too on a different spectrum. But this thing in Iran may be exactly what we need as a nation, and we can use it to our advantage. I'm talking about those of us who go to work every day, not robbing people, not showing off stolen goods, not putting guns in people's face. Folks like us who go to work every day, pay taxes, and all you want to do is come home to your family and watch TV. Maybe do a little fishing every now and then. This war, or this battle, whatever you want to call it, in Iran, may be what the country needs. We got a lot of youngsters out here who quick with a gun and have too much time and energy on their hands. You know where they need to be? Exactly. Over there fighting for the country. They need some discipline, man. That's what they need, more discipline. They mama, and in this case, they daddy, really didn't give them the discipline that they needed, because this boy's supposed to have been at home in home confinement with a damn ankle monitor on his ankle. What the hell is he doing flying to Dallas, to the great state of Texas? Greg Abbott don't play that. They need more discipline, better discipline. And I feel that the only place they can get that is in the military. You're willing to go out here and play soldier amongst citizens. You need to go out there where they're really fighting for something greater than what you fight for. You fighting for a contract and a Rolex watch. They over there fighting for which one is worse? Which one is better? But anyway, let me see if I can't break down a couple of these details of this incident. It says, in a major development today, April 2nd, 2026, the U.S. Department of Justice announced the arrest of Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Jr., and his father, Lontrell Williams Sr., and rapper Big 30, Rodney Wright Jr. There's a lot of juniors and seniors around on this thing. Maybe it was good I didn't have no son and named them a junior or a second. In connection with the alleged armed robbery and kidnapping of Gucci Mane. The incident stems from a violent armed takeover at a Dallas recording studio on January 10th. So this was like almost 4 months ago. 2026. The motive. The dispute was reportedly over a recording contract. Pooh Shiesty was signed to Gucci Mane's 1017 Records and allegedly wanted to be released from the agreement. 3 music industry professionals, including Gucci Mane, identified as RD, in court documents, traveled to Dallas for a meeting arranged by Shiesty to discuss contract terms. Again, why is Shiesty leaving his home without permission? Why couldn't he have done this in Memphis? Because see, when you think about it, what they got to understand is, man, it used to be the music business, the TV business, movie business. It was all entertainment. Anytime you got issues, you might have people have disputes, might want to fight, this and the third, who knows? Things got out of hand. We get it. But the majority of your deals, your contract stuff is handled on paper. It's handled with lawyers. That's how you work things out. You can't do things like this. Even Master P said, once he got into the record music business, he realized they handle things differently. You know what I'm saying, in Hollywood or in the professional world or whatever, or in the entertainment business. They handle things differently. They handle things with lawyers, attorneys and mediators and stuff like that. You can't handle it like you handle it on the street, because that stuff would get you locked up and broke. And it disrupts and affects your family also, because this is going to break the boy. With legal fees and the money he got to pay back, and that white boy that got cut, oh man, that boy gonna sue for millions. Oh, y'all gonna pay all over what? A contract dispute. Should have won. I did like Tupac did. You should have went to the studio, record like 200 songs, and call it a day, and to get out your contract. But nope, nobody want to work it hard. Federal prosecutors allege that Shiesty and 8 others executed. You needed 8 people. That's what's crazy about it. So I guess Gucci Mane is a boogeyman, because you needed 8 people to go with you to get out of your contract. That's crazy. Executed coordinated ambush. Shiesty is accused of brandishing an AK-style pistol and forcing a victim to sign a contract release at gunpoint. The robbery. During the takeover, the group allegedly robbed the victims of Rolex watches, high-value jewelry, and cash. Big 30 is accused of barricading the studio doors to prevent, this man must think he in church, of barricading the studio doors to prevent the victims from escaping. Close the doors. While one victim was reportedly choked until they were nearly unconscious. So you choked the white boy. Like, I guess you didn't touch Gucci Mane. Following a 3-month investigation by the FBI and Department of Justice, 8 of the 9 suspects were taken into custody on Wednesday, April 1st, 2026, across Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. So the suspects, Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, Lontrell Williams, and others, 6 additional co-conspirators. 1 remains at large as of today. That boy running. This arrest is particularly significant for Pooh Shiesty because he was on federal supervised release, home confinement. At the time of the incident, he had been released early in October 2025 after serving 3 years for a previous firearms conspiracy. Because he is accused of committing a violent crime involving firearms while under federal supervision, he faces substantial aggravating factors. If convicted of the new kidnapping and robbery charges, the suspects could face sentences ranging up to life imprisonment. That boy is going to go away for a long time. Him, his dad, and all his homeboys. But somebody going to snitch. We already know somebody going to take deals, going to say they didn't have nothing to do with it. They were just riding to Dallas for a contract meeting. But again, every last one of y'all had on Pooh Shiesty mask. So you knew you was doing something you had no business. Like, how in the world, like my dad said, and I said in many videos, you got to be dumb as a doorknob to commit crimes nowadays, because everything is on camera. Cameras are everywhere. Everybody got a camera. So you're going to get caught one way or another. I said I was going to play the Fed's press conference, but nah, I'll put the link in the description below so that you can watch it for yourself in its entirety. It's about 15 minutes long, and I ain't trying to hold you that long, hold you long enough. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below, share with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out of your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. And with that being said, I leave you in peace and love, and I'll see you on the other side.